Alrighty, so the hunt for my child. Alright. Campaign of the Scalagads. Very simple and confusing stuff. The society is very messed up and we're the best race of all, even better than elves because we were actually in representation of the dragons because look at our
Fuck
skills. Yeah, pretty much. Fuck elves, kill them. What? So the kingdom doesn't allow any of the Scalagads, any of the Scalagads outside the kingdom, because the kingdom is pretty much the size of a continent, or like Europe. Think of Europe. That's a good size. I gave the comparison of Rome to Slicks, like the size of Rome in its like highest point.
That's pretty hefty.
Oh, it's huge. They don't go hunting because they have their own hunting grounds. Their society is ruled by a set of royals, which are secretly chosen. Well, not really secretly, but they send out search parties, or collection parties, the collectors. And they go out and take the children, or get the children, blah, 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 and bring them back. That's pretty much how one becomes a royal in this society. Royal.
You collect people, you get collected.
Oh, roll that R.
Oil. That was a good roll of the R, I swear. So, basic stuff, there's a high priestess of the entire kingdom, which is Ambrosius Stitin.
I know who that is.
Stitin. And the reason that she is high priestess is because she's pretty much daughter of the original son of Insanity. Compared to... So, to think about it, she's a daughter of the sun, which is very similar to how the 6 elements work. Is they're also daughters and sons of the 2 sons. But this one's just a singular. Just kind of by herself. And she's almost always the person to go, like, head group leader of the collecting groups. And for some damn reason, you guys were selected.
I don't know why.
I don't know why half of you were selected. It's okay.
Okay, I created a better explanation track.
I'd like to hear it. So, our group of adventurers, they're not really adventurers, they are collectors. Very, very interesting. These are not good representations of what they are because, you know, they're dragon people, but these are, you know, fucking, I don't have time to make tiles.
That's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Well,
but I would be a skeleton dragon.
One is an ageless skeleton. Which one? Hold on.
Me.
Which one? Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. He's gonna be represented by a dark spirit. So,
oh, the skeleton farted.
Does someone want to introduce their character first?
Yo, Tiger, go first.
Tiger, be last.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be last.
Okay. Tiger has the most, like, longest one.
Yeah, Tiger wrote an essay.
Yeah, Tiger wrote.
Oh my god! It takes 4 scrolls of my finger on my phone to get through the entire thing.
Alright, Slicks, Pit, Pat, or Expired, who wants to go first?
Alright, I can go first.
Alrighty, Slicks, there you are. Okay, the Scorcher, Enchanter, which are very similar to Dragonborn, so the fire people. Alright, Slicks. So you are a butcher that knows many languages, right?
Yes.
Why were you chosen for this trip?
Because at a young age, I wanted to help my parents run their business, and I figured, what's a better way to get more customers if you know how to speak to every customer? Unknowingly, though, being young and stupid, I didn't know that I won't get to talk to too many people. So I decided to, after learning very quickly just all kinds of things, to learn some fire magic, to cook any type of meat we cut possible, with the best experience at exquisite dining.
I have a question.
So
do you also cook the food?
I can cook the food.
Oh, okay.
So at worst, if I fuck up everything, you guys will have a magnificent meal
That means we have
replenish
two
any-
different chefs.
We have an actual chef, and then the DMC chef.
Class.
Easy bake oven.
Easy bake oven. Yeah.
Which is which?
You. Sorry, Tiger.
Wow.
That makes no sense.
Well,
Well,
you're the easy bake oven because you produce everything out of everywhere. He's the
True.
actual cook because he actually cooks stuff.
Yep.
And
What's
you know,
his character's name?
Oh yeah, what is your name?
hold on. My name is Alinith Smagroth.
Smagroth. I like it. Man. I like it.
And you know, I've had a couple customers that pissed me off before.
Uh-huh.
I just enchanted their rack ribs and slapped them with it.
Yeah, he does like enchanting things. So I have a question for you, Slicks.
Oh,
What's your enchanted object?
whenever I tell people that I enchanted a bucket, they make fun of me, alright? But this is a brass bucket. Who doesn't like brass?
This is
it's
true.
a beautiful
It is
metal.
It is a beautiful
oh, we have something to throw up into when Tiger makes
No.
a
Wow,
shit.
No, right.
no.
You're not allowed to make it.
He's gonna hit you in the head with that bucket. So, his bucket is represented by this gem lord because, you know, why the hell not?
It's a strong bucket.
It's a very strong bucket. Just hope it doesn't.
It's a spiritual representation of the bucket.
Holy crap! I just remembered that this thing is almost indestructible. Jesus.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Can't destroy a bucket.
Anything else you would like to include? I have one more question, but
What?
how are you and Pit Pat connected? Because I don't think I discussed this with you two, but you both have the twin dragon amulets, which make you guys connected in some way. Whether it be like, oh, we were good friends or something like that. These are like, oh my god, besties, you know, bestie amulets.
Friendship bracelets.
I got
No,
you a necklace.
He vastly insulted my cooking.
Uh-huh.
So because of my high amounts of pride, I tried to fight him with a bunch of enchanted objects, but he whooped my ass.
Oh, for sure.
And to get him off of me, I offered this amulet,
Oh, okay.
and I just kind of regret it.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, Pip Pat, I'll go to you next, just because we were explaining to you.
Yeah.
So, from what I know, you're a Master Magi, you're trustworthy, which is very funny because you are also ageless. Ageless is not despised upon in this community. They just see it as another, you know, one of them. I mean, even though you're a skeletal dragon, or you have your flesh on, it doesn't matter. But
I mostly keep it off.
mostly, I mean, that's fine. Nobody cares that much. Well, some do, but that's because some people are still racist in this society, you know. So,
Come on.
all right.
156. How you still
What's
is?
your- what's your
Okay,
story?
so I am I wouldn't say very high up, but I'm like a pretty high up priest in basically what is a religious order, and that's like basically what the ageless are in the city. It's more like closely to like a religion. So
Okay.
we have like churches and stuff, like people like worship it. We have like priests and stuff. But like I joined at like a pretty young age because, you know, I was just interested in it. Like they just had like programs that, you know, just interesting me, like help practice spells, which I was always into. So I joined at a young age, and then once I joined, I really like got into it. I really like what they did, and all the stuff just sort of like worked for me. So I really just started to practice with my magic. Like I spent a lot of time like trying to make it like stronger, like enchanting my own spells. But sort of a side effect, since I was working with dark magic and not the most skilled, I ended up sort of like channeling my life into my spells. So it sort of ended up with me being very weak physically, but having a lot of offensive spells. But
Yeah.
not many people know about the whole physically weak things, because I usually knock things out before they actually have a chance to, you know, hit me or like really take me down.
Yeah. So one other thing I'll throw is Wind Earth are very like lanky. They don't show a lot of muscle. Some of them do look muscly, but they're nowhere near like a Scorcher. Scorchers are built to be like bodybuilder shaped, but Wind Earth are more like, oh my god, I'm a nerd in high school. and
I still lost in that
not
kitchen
the-
fight.
Not the fat D&D nerds, but the thin, like, oh my god, why doesn't Becky like me?
Rip expired. No, that was Slicks. It's still here.
Yeah, Slicks is here. Did Expired die? No,
No,
Slicks died.
Yeah.
Oh, Slicks did die. Hi, bye, Slicks. Goodbye. All right.
And then, wait. And the reason I'm being brought along on this is to represent the growing religious order that is the Ageless.
Okay.
What's
yeah.
your name?
Whoa, I lagged out pretty heavily for some reason.
it's the Ageless. What is your name, Pipette?
Wait, give me a sec. I gotta figure out where I read. Hygar Destalk.
Okay. Nice name. Alrighty. Do I have any other questions for you? What do you think Ambrosia's point of view is on the Ageless Curse? Or the Ageless community? Because she is the High Priestess of pure light. Does she despise the Ageless? Does she accept it?
I feel like she's just sort of like accepting it passively.
Mhm.
Like she's not like endorsing it, but she's not also like running a campaign like against it. She sort of just sees it as like a thing her people want, and it's not really big enough to be a problem yet. I would say like still a majority are like worshipping the light. This is just pretty small, but it is continuing to grow. We're like recruiting people, I guess, to like join and like converting them.
Okay. And as a worshipper of Alvizenin, it's very interesting to see.
Yeah.
All right, Expired. I'm coming up to you. So
Uh,
Expired. let me prompt this. You're a Scorcher, which is big buff boys. You're a Dreamweaver, which is very interesting. You're stingy, which means you like spending money or you don't want to like get fucking. I can't English today. I give up with reading that card. You're an elementalist, which is very interesting because you can cast, let's just look through people's inventory, brown spice if you want to shit yourself. You can cast either Conjure Fortune or Intoxicate.
Chaos Flame.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so there's slight things that you can mess with. But the odd thing is, you aren't a Scorcher.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're a parasite.
Yeah.
So
That's rude.
So, my first question is, how did you get into the kingdom? Were you always in the kingdom?
Okay, so I got a way I want to introduce this.
Alright.
So I'll introduce the body first. The actual Scorcher's name is Archibello Linus von Tranner Graver IV.
Yep.
He was kind of a wimpy kid. He basically looks like a however you say it. He's not beefy at all. He's like 5'9".
He's very stocky and thin.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like
okay.
He's like 5'9".
Yep.
And he kind of just sucks.
So how old is the Scorcher roughly?
275.
Oh jeez.
Ooh.
That's an old boy.
Yeah.
But also, silver is a thing. Do you particularly like looking young, or are you like you look middle-aged?
Archibello looks super young.
Super young. Okay, so he's a fan of silver, but he also he didn't realize that it comes with a drawback, which is the shortness, because Scorchers and Wintereths are usually standing up to 7 foot, roughly.
Oh no, he started taking it at 3.
That's a little young.
And to introduce my parasite, so my parasite's name is 17.
17, I like it.
Yeah, so 17 was a pork and randomly walked into the land, then got killed, eaten, then took over the body.
Yeah, so pretty much like the Scorcher was like, feast time, and as he was eating, this little parasite went inside his mouth and just dug into one of his gums. The very scary thing is that, the Death's Breath, he's very vulnerable to fire, and of course he went into a fire dragon, which is very funny.
Then it's like 17's like, oh wow, I've never been in this sort of body before, so they just went about their day, I guess, and then they accidentally saved the councilman from being assassinated.
Okay.
So then everyone's like, wow, Archibello, you're a late bloomer. Only took 250 years for you to do something.
Do something good with your life. Yeah.
Yeah. And because of that, they're going on this journey.
Yeah, so they want to see you keep doing good. Good in quotation. It's like, I saved him. Oops.
Well, they think it was on purpose. 17 just tripped.
Yeah. Oops, pushed him out of the way of an arrow. Alright. Is there anything else you would like to include? I don't think I have any questions for you. I think everything.
Okay, word of warning though, 17 like switching around a lot, so...
Yeah, 17.
Would any of us know what a parasite is?
Yeah.
There's rough knowledge of them. Like, everybody in the realm still thinks that, Death's Breath and Lindless are the same, but that's definitely not true.
I do actually have a question.
Definitely have knowledge of them, by the way.
I have a question though, what's their point of view of them?
They're still disgusting.
Oh,
Disgrace of the earth. Like, worse than goblins.
17's been... Oh, that's another thing I wanted to describe about 17. 17's been in like 79 bodies in 25 years. So,
Gets around.
But 17,
gets around, eh?
17 has sort of one of those memories where they remember like useless crap that's not useful at all.
Oh god.
And don't remember anything of importance.
Same.
So, me, IRL.
You got my memory.
Everybody's memory. Let's just admit.
Yeah, so they don't really know anything about this culture. They just know like the weird things.
Yep. So they know.
Like what time they go to bed.
Or like how you can only eat with your tail if it's a funeral.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Is that camel chicken?
Spike that tail through your food. Depends on the dragon, but if you have a long enough tail, then yes.
No,
They
I
do
think he
give
was talking
respect.
about the culture. Yeah, it's respect.
It's respect of the
Don't-
dead.
Oh yeah, don't do it at a dinner table. You get
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, you get shot with magic, not just shot in the head. Because they
With
still get
magic.
Magic. All right. By the way, how many people did you say you took care of, or you were in?
79
That
in
is
25 years.
79 ageless that you created
Yeah, I know.
in 25 years. That's nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
17's going for a record.
A record, and then there's that one death sprite that's been alive for like 20,000 years or something like that. It's just like, oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
not canon.
I'm gonna work my way up
I gotta do
to
it.
the top.
All right, Tiger.
Hi.
So you,
Saving the worst for last. Let's go.
20 minutes later.
so you are a juvenile deputy, which means you were raised by guardians. Winarus, so you're a very lanky boy. Sea Chef, which is an interesting one. Righteous and Diplomat does kind of come with the
dip.
the Diplomat. I was gonna say Diplomat twice, but
You caught yourself
I did.
The dual
halfway through.
diplomat.
halfway through.
Well, I just enjoy. What the fuck? Just
What?
There was a
You
bomb.
ruined
What did you
everything.
Who did that? It was a hand. All I saw was a hand. Oh goodness.
My hands are occupied.
Same. Okay, I'll leave you to that. Okay, back to your character before another hand comes through and breaks everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got stuff stuck in my throat. Okay.
Nice.
You are a part of the Scallagad Society. So, what's your story? Why are you here? What are you? Who you be?
Okay, so I have a thing about. Okay, so I have a thing about writing characters. So this is gonna be so long. It's gonna go from like birth to now. So bear with me. It's like 50 pages long. Okay, so this campaign, I'm playing a Winarith by the name of Zarin Emfir. Zarin is the youngest of a set of born to Zaroth and Favor Emfir.
So you said a set of twins, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So twins were super rare and virtually unheard of anywhere, and even if there was an occurrence where two embryos were in the same egg, it was a fight for survival, and only one, if any, would survive.
Yeah.
So the Emvir twins were quite unusual.
Very, because even in normal society, my voice has changed very dramatically right now. Even in normal society, if you have an egg and you have two embryos in it, one of them is either going to claim the other, or neither of them are going to live, pretty much. It's kind of like how some twins become conjoined, or you have that kid that absorbed the brother, stuff like that. But this isn't an egg, because dragons lay eggs, boys. Dragons lay eggs. Alright, you can go back.
Alright, so Zarcian, Zaren's older twin, was always the leader of the two, and Zaren was very content with that, looking at his moment older / stronger, breaking out of the shell older brother. Growing up, it was often difficult to tell the two brothers apart, the only difference being that Zaren often hid behind his older brother and was very shy. The twins were super close and could take care of themselves properly and lived on their own most of the time, seeing as their parents were both Inner Kingdom guardsmen. It would often alternating taking a night or day shift, so one of the parents would be home but pooped and probably sleeping the entire time, while the other was out on patrol. Around the age of 10, Zarcian began to change, and his shoulder blades in particular became sharper and protruded slowly from his back. This means he was chosen to become one of the corrected ones.
Sounds painful.
It does. It was a slow process, but they all knew what was happening, and it was both an honor and a threat. It was an honor to be chosen, but a threat to their family, seeing as soon as it was known that Zarcian was growing wings, he would be taken away from his family, and that would absolutely break younger twin Zaren. Zaren depended on his older brother and would throw temper tantrums if he was separated from his brother for an extended period of time. The Empire family as a whole decided for the sanity of the youngest member, they would make every second count. Halfway done. Zarcian was collected by the collectors 2 years later at the age of 12. The collection was not at all peaceful. The collectors didn't even bother to knock on the door. They burst down the front door, and a wing of collectors flooded into that front room. As twins, Zarcian and Zaren were always under watch, and when both of them began to not appear in public together, the surveillance on them increased. When word finally came that it was confirmed that Zarcian was a corrected one and was chosen to become one of the dignified, the Senate of Scales was pissed about the Inner Kingdom guardsmen hiding their secret for so long. Zarcian and Zaren's parents didn't give up their eldest willingly either. A full-on battle commenced in the little 2-bedroom house, and their parents managed to take 2 out of the 4 collectors out that came to collect.
And we're not talking passed out either. This was straight up murder.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did they send an army?
They did not send an army. They only sent
No.
4. Huh.
Yeah.
Coinkadink that you guys are 4. By the way, a little thing to add. Ambrosia was not on that collection trip. She wasn't sent. So, I just wanted to add that.
Okay, sure. Soon after, Zarath and Feyre lost their positions within the Inner Kingdom Guard, pretty much becoming unemployed and, I guess, depressed. After the collection, the entire family was crushed, and as expected, it absolutely tore Zaren apart. He would not cry, but refused to talk for a long time after. He would do as he was told, but he seemed more like a mindless zombie, almost as if he had lost his brain or some other part of him. A few years later, around the age of 15, something happened. He started acting out, pulling pranks here and there. At first, they were fine. They were small and mostly harmless. But as he aged and matured, Zaren stayed childish, and it was quite noticeable. The reason for his childishness was because he wanted to be noticed and was acting out. It was obvious that Zarcian was the favorite child, as he was the more confident one, and with the loss, their parents hardly noticed him anymore. The only time they noticed him was when he caused these problems. Fast forward about 8 years later, and Zaren was already 23 and yet still acted with a childish manner. It was around this time that the Senate of Scales was tired of just watching him on a daily basis, pulling pranks, and wanted to test him to see if he too was something special like his brother. He had no nubs, no wings, nothing that would mark him as a corrected one or one of the dignified. But as he was one of the only known surviving twins, they knew that something had to be special about him, so they sent him along with Ambrosia as one of the collectors.
Yeah, so they're pretty much keeping tabs on you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any more, or was that it?
And then the fun fact is that Zarcian and Zaren are each 50% of a single soul that was split because of a follower of Farfan.
Alright, so your character's name is Zarin?
Yep. With an X.
Okay.
Double R's and double N's.
Okay, my 17s, did I get all your names wrong?
That's fine.
That's fine. I don't remember my own name.
What is my name? Alright.
Guard High.
Guard High.
Is it?
Wait, that's
No,
my
it's
name.
not.
What you're just going to do is like swap all of them.
Yeah. Hey, Roth.
Alright. For some reason I started dying.
We all.
What a twist.
Oh look, there's Ambrosia.
Yeah, so of course I had to pick the like only dragon-esque tile. So you guys aren't actually here right now. This map is, you are nowhere near here. You are currently outside the city of Smokestein, which is the Skalagad Kingdom. You were just brought out by your
So we're outside of the country.
pretty much outside the country. You are standing outside pretty much the gargantuan walls of the city, you know, 50 foot tall, made of, you know, steel, stone, and many different metals. I mean, of course, dragons would be the most powerful things on Earth. Sorry, Iome, not Earth. Goddamn. So you guys were just lowered. Pretty much, they have a pulley system. They have like a platform. It's very like simplistic elevator. You guys get on the platform and they start lowering the ropes, and you go down to the ground, and then they pull it back up. You guys just arrived down here. I mean, pretty much this is just like a little let's get to know each other. Let's collectively like, okay, we're doing this. Why are we doing this? Such and such. And then after that, we will travel forth.
Dope.
So, do any of you want to talk to each other first, or?
Sure. I'll go over and introduce myself to these people.
All right.
Hi, hello. My name is Arcabello. How are you on this fine day?
Looks nice outside. Should be a good day for hunting. Wait, hunting? What are we capturing? Collecting?
I believe it's collectibles.
Sounds fun.
I like collectibles.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure what the right term is. I'm still new to this.
yeah, I know. I'm like 250 years old and I have no idea what's going on.
Oh.
Well,
Any of you guys want to know how to cut up a cow?
Sure.
All right. Well, the neck bone's connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to the neck bone.
That's a lot of neck.
how many neck bones does it have?
Are we sure they're not giraffes? Is that what a
Yeah.
cow is?
Are you
Yes.
sure it's not a giraffe?
A giraffe? Excuse
What
me,
is a
it's
giraffe?
What's
it's
a graph?
What's a graph?
Oh, it's like this cool rat thing.
Oh.
Oh. How many necks? Does it have like 3 necks that all connect to one head?
The version of hydras, I expect.
Basically.
Rat hydras. Track it.
By the way, I am totally meta talking. I am not talking in character.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
but can we-
talking in character.
Can we
so
have-
anything I say is only taken to the meta.
But can we make rat hydras a real thing?
I don't know. Can we?
Oh.
Guys, let's make rat hydras canon.
Hey guys. I need
Oh
to
my
roll
god,
this.
my dice is huge.
Oh no.
Slicks,
Oh no.
Can you spam R on this for me?
Sure. Just so you know, my bucket is the size of a 5-gallon bucket, but it
Okay.
looks like
Okay,
a
that's a
wooden.
two.
What's a
barrel.
gallon?
What? It's a galoon.
It's a lighter.
Okay, Pit Pat, go.
I got a fucking 2.
Yeah, 2. I like it. Pit Pat. Pit Pat's
It's
dead.
invoking
Okay.
confidence.
Okay, that's
7.
Oh.
That's useful. Tiger or expired?
I'll go.
Okay.
12.
Oh, expired. Alright, that's an 8.
Wow.
Really quick, let me do this. Alrighty. Do. can go back to your little session.
Yeah, no, this giraffe thing, it's really cool. It's like a head that goes into a neck, that goes into a head, that goes into a neck.
The best thing about the giraffe is that all this neck bone is really good for soups.
Oh, is it?
Use the bone in soup?
Oh, it's delicious. You make
Oh,
the
why
best
wouldn't
beef
you?
stock out of it, or
Do you
giraffe stock.
crush it up, or do you leave it in pieces? Like,
Nope. All you do is you gotta put a big old bucket of boiling water. Let me get my brass bucket over here. Fill it full of water. You flame it up. You put those neck bones in there. You make a beautiful beef broth. And you can add that to any type of stew you want. Oh, it's fucking delicious.
Please tell me you just made a beef stew. Like,
I just made
Oh,
a beef stew.
as you saying that.
Hold on, can you roll for your beef stew?
Shit. Hold on.
Do you have the supplies on you, and are you cooking it?
Oh,
why wouldn't he?
Damn.
I might.
Damn,
Ooh.
he has beef stew prepared. His bucket's
Dude.
like floating around with like really great beef stew in it.
Oh yeah,
There's
that's a
no
question. That's a question I wanted to ask. Why is that bucket floating?
I enchanted it. Well, like I was under attack by you because my pride was just hurt that I went to enchant your
What?
weapon, but I got a bucket.
He's talking to me.
I'm guessing he pointed at Pit-Pat, the skeleton.
Well,
Oh wait, you don't have. I thought you had a weapon.
what?
Maybe I was just
No,
confused
this
because
is-
your
this
fucking
is the wrong
skeleton
character.
Death Knight has an axe.
Wrong character. This is Pit-Pat.
I have a sword and a
Expired's
wand.
the one talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I went to attack Pip-Pat from insulting my cooking, and while trying to get his weapon, I missed and got my good trusty mop bucket, which happens to be brass, and now that's my enchanted item.
I like it. I like it. It's like, I mean, enchant that sword. Rolls one. I enchanted this bucket.
Oh, so this society has brass buckets. Okay.
We're just a
Interesting.
really wealthy butchery.
Shouldn't you be aware of how we use metals?
I'm incompetent.
Expired. You also have all the memories of your previous of your host.
That doesn't help.
Yeah, he already established his character just doesn't
Yeah.
remember shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sorry. I'm known for my incompetence. I just did 2 good things in like 1 day, so that's why I'm here.
Usually people aren't as aware of that, but I guess it's good to understand.
Yeah, it's like I guess I saved someone from being assassinated and pointed out a hole in the wall that a pork got through.
Well, it seems like a pretty useful day. No.
It was. It was yesterday.
Oh. I thought they would have got all the holes fixed by now. It's not like it's a 20 million foot wall.
You never know. Someone could have broke it.
Is my bucket
pork,
actually
though?
full of beef stew now? Or giraffe stew?
For now, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone hungry?
Oh. I'd like
I'm
to
good.
see if your cooking has improved, because...
I mean, he did roll a 9.
Alright, you know what? There's no
Pretty
vegetable.
beef
It's
stew.
just giraffe neck. So don't be like too.
Here, I'll bring
Okay,
Disappointed.
can I roll to taste the stew?
Yeah,
No,
roll to see if you like it. How you-
This is
High
like
as,
his
high as
taste.
like.
Yeah. Oh, you
Dude,
pretty
you
much
are
like it.
decently impressed by this stew.
Yeah, you like it a lot better than last time.
I could definitely say your cooking has improved.
I'm just gonna mumble to myself that I don't need your approval.
No. Just be nice, like...
Because my
You
character
dick
is
about
slightly drunk, I'm impressed by your approval.
Tiger, are you just standing off to the side listening to them?
Yeah, I really don't care.
So what's your story, Quiet Pants?
Quiet pants.
I do not have quiet pants, okay?
was that?
Meta sounds.
was that?
That's a bucket.
It's come to get you, IRL.
Imagine his character's just actually walking off into nowhere. You're like, what is that?
You know what? I'll make it pink. Look at that bucket.
Mm.
Wait,
Isn't it
Oh.
brass?
It is.
Shouldn't
Hold
be
on,
It's
it's
brass. Why is it pink
There
now?
we go.
There we go.
There you go. Brass.
I'm pretty sure you misinterpreted what I said. I said Quiet Pants is a reference to you not talking at all.
Oh,
Not
I've never
your
heard that
pants
one
are
before.
literally quiet. Oh, it's a gnomish phrase.
Hmm.
Oh,
We know what gnomes are, right?
Slick, you would definitely know that. You would for sure know that. You speak every language.
Wait,
I need to get in character too.
So we're like super racist. So
I mean, pretty much. You guys
Are we?
I'm not sure we should be using phrases of lesser race. I'm sure we have quite enough of our own instead of borrowing it from the.
I can help you be racist in every language if you want.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
That seems useful, so I can always know how to communicate it to them.
Knowing every language would be pretty useful in my scenario.
It's just a
Can
hobby.
you say you're incompetent? Can't you not learn languages? Isn't that part of
Yeah,
it?
I can be incompetent in like 27 different languages.
That's a good
Think
point.
of the possibilities.
I'll let them know that no matter who we meet.
Alright. So, as you guys are having this conversation, you see the elevator start lowering again, and you guys see a figure dressed in pretty much all yellow and gold step out of off the little thing, and she kind of like roughly right here. What? Where are you giggling at?
I just thought it's something I'm gonna do later.
Oh god. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Is Ambrosia a Scorcher?
No, she is not either. She is her coloration is very gold, yellow, and orange.
Oh, it's a mixed breed.
She looks very different than any of you. Like, you look very bulky, you look very thin.
I don't look bulky.
Yeah, you
Okay,
do.
Scorchers
Well,
look
still,
bulky.
Scorchers look bulky. But she's
our
a very
fellows-
easy medium, and she has more lanky looking, like a lankier looking body. She's thin, but not in the Wintereth kind of style. She stands taller than all of you, which is really funny. But she's stepping out of the elevator.
As she sort of comes down, I'm gonna like put like shade my eyes.
By the way, you guys all know who she is and what her status is as High Priestess. So even if your character is incompetent, you would have some sort of respect for her.
Oh no, that's just Act 17's. Okay,
Yeah,
17's the walk up and then kneel in the ground. And then kiss it. Kiss the ground.
So I would know that she would have, like, she's part of the people that took my brother away.
Yes, but she was not in particular the one.
No, I know that
Yeah.
for sure, but like she's part of it, so
Well, she's
like,
part of, you know that she's part of the head crew that goes out
Yeah.
and takes them, and she is, besides for some reason your case, she's always the head. Your case was the only one that she didn't show up for.
That's how not threatening it was.
yes.
Well, yes.
Then could send Delta Squad to do
So
it.
I think, like, I respect her, but I also like don't like her. So it's like mixed feelings, I think,
Yeah,
because
that makes
I know
sense.
she's a part of it, but she wasn't directly there. But I still know who she is and respect her in the other sense. So I'm just kind of like, yes,
All right.
that exactly.
I'm gonna like not like kneel, but sort of like take like a like one of those like standing kneel bow things.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hello, it is a pleasure to meet you, High Cultist.
I don't think that's right. I think
Oh,
that's
is it?
something
Oh,
else.
the one is it like dancer? or
Priestess,
something?
priestess.
Oh, sorry, High Priestess.
It is fine, darling. Nice to see you all. Nice to see you all.
Hello,
may
would you
rise,
like
may
some
rise.
giraffe neck stew?
Oh, I would love some. She immediately goes over and like she doesn't actually you don't have any like bowls or anything. So when Pip Pat went over, he kind of like just licked it out or sipped it pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I
But-
just definitely just like put my head in and drank
but-
like a
no.
dog.
Let's see.
Can I build a scenario?
God damn it, Ambrosia.
Oh,
All right.
well.
She goes over and kind of looks at it and then sees like a bone pop up and she looks like, oh, I'm interested. Oh, there's a bone.
I mean, it's not meant for everybody.
Maybe later. It's okay. She walks over to you all. All right, I know you are all new to this. I have to deal with this every single time. You guys may know each other, you may not know each other. This is okay. We will learn each other on our journey. This will be very long and very strenuous, but we have good ways of dealing with all our situations. Did any of you get the brief?
What, like a
I'm wearing
letter?
briefs.
Like a
Like
not
underwear?
like underwear. No, like a letter telling us what we need to do.
Yes, like a letter.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Alrighty.
Yes.
And you other three?
No.
There's 4 of us here.
Well, one answered already. He said yes.
Yeah.
So you other 3, did you guys get the briefing?
No, he's counting his
Absolutely.
bucket as a person.
Tiger, I'm gonna guess that like only he read the briefing. That didn't
Yeah.
actually show up. All right, well, so if you guys do not know, we are going to go collect one of our chosen. This is a very, very beautiful journey. It is sometimes difficult, sometimes very easy and smooth. What we got to do is we have to go collect this one. By any means necessary. If this means having to kill someone, this is perfectly fine. If this means, just talking to the person and handing the baby over to us, this is perfectly fine as well.
You keep like slipping into Russian.
That's fine. She kind of looks at you all, and goes, okay, this is a very interesting group. Very different from the normal group. We almost never have a 2 and 2. Huh. Very interesting.
What?
She's referring to. She's
Yeah,
referring
race.
to the
Okay,
two
you know.
Scalagas.
Yeah, I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah.
Man, what a coincidence.
Wow, this feels like a planned event that was forced upon us by some external force.
That's meta. You fucking piece of shit.
Hey, I believe in a god, so I'm allowed to say that.
She pretty much is a god, so. And she almost.
I believe in a different god.
You believe in the 6, I bet.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Well, you believe in the 5. Never mind. You believe in the 5.
Alright.
What am I
I'm
saying?
just floating my bucket around her, so just ignore me.
That's fine. She just kind of looks at the bucket and ignores it. So, do you all know who I am, roughly? I mean,
How could anyone not know who you are?
Who
what
are
do we
you?
call her? Your Highness?
pretty much you guys know her as Ambrosia or Stelton. You could also call her Priestess or whatever. She's very loose with terms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd probably still like use Your Highness just because I'm very into the whole title and
Mhm.
rank thing.
Yeah.
So yes, how could anyone not know of you, Your Highness?
Oh, darling, please no. It's okay. We are on first name basis. She smiles.
And basis, man.
Kraken can't keep this accent
No,
straight.
by the way, I actually have something written about her, which is really entertaining. On why
You're just making me crazy.
You're just making me crazy in my pants, man.
What pants?
Oh.
Quiet pants.
Client pants. One thing that I'll throw at you guys is that her vocal cords are very different from any of you's.
Use.
Well, it's better than saying y'alls because I don't want to be
Y'alls.
southern right now. She actually uses different voices to get on the good side of different people. So if she's in a gnomish community, she actually raises her pitch slightly. So she sounds more gnomish compared to, oh, I'm normally like this, you know? Which
cool.
is like...
Oh, I'm a dragon.
No. Pat, shut your face. But she's very loose with her vocal cords. And that's not just me being lazy. That was actually me thinking about stuff.
You can do all the voices now.
You know, like I have to worry about an accent, man.
Accent, man. So, I haven't actually gotten any of your names. She like goes down the line of asking who you are.
Oh, I'm 7 Arcabello.
7 Arcabello, okay.
Oh no, it's just Arcabello. I was just thinking of the number 7.
Arcabello, okay, okay.
I got desk talk at your service.
Alrighty.
Oh, just call me Smogroth.
Smogroth, okay.
Can I call you Roth?
That's
Oh,
close
Groff.
Sup, Ruth? And then she looks towards Tiger. And then
I'll shrug and say Zarin Emphir, Zaroth, and Pharaoh.
Zarin, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you came. I got a quick question for all of you. So
Yeah.
I know that only one of you read the briefing, which she's kind of still grinning at you when she says that because she knows that no briefing went out.
Oh, but my character totally thinks like he's not like just lying. He thinks he read a briefing.
Yeah.
17 turns around and starts whistling.
So my
How do
question is,
you turn your token?
mouse wheel.
Oh my god!
Slick's the second time player, first time player on Tabletop Sim. So I would like to
Oh, shit, I gotta turn
tell
my
you
bucket
all
too.
where we're going. We are going to this town of wine. Yes, it is named after our favorite drink here, the wine, made from the elderberry grapes that we've got.
Oh.
One goes really good with brief.
One goes really good with giraffe.
No, I said with beef.
No, I know.
I'm on with.
No,
Well,
she
you've
said,
heard of
she
the
said
myth-
giraffe because of the bucket, and she.
You've
can still
heard of the
smell it.
mythical giraffe?
I've seen many a creature, my dear.
Oh.
They're pretty common in gnomish lands.
Yes, they are. I can agree.
I don't venture much outside of the king, so
You're not allowed
forgive
to.
me.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because otherwise you'd be, kicked out.
Yeah, you're not allowed to go outside. That'd be blasphemy.
How are you familiar then with all these fanciful creatures?
Reading?
Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Wait, can you even read? You said you're incompetent. You seem to be very intelligent. You seem to know a lot for someone who's claiming to be competent.
I'm incompetent in actions. In intelligence, so.
That's an acceptable answer.
17's gonna walk and then trip on their face.
I feel like that was done on purpose to prove a point, but anyways.
Rolling bluff.
Well, actually, can you roll to see if you got hurt? No, you didn't get hurt. It was a graceful fall. You fell in like a soft pile of grass.
Yeah,
Grass checking.
that's my bluff.
Yeah, we're outside the kingdom. This is not. This is not what.
This
it
is
looks
not a
like.
representation.
We're like right outside a. Pretty much, we're in a plain. Like
Okay.
just
We did this
plain
last
blue.
time. There we go.
Ah, green. I love it. Wait, we did this last time. What do you mean?
Remember we were drawing like not ambrosia.
Oh, Lillian's fire.
Yeah, Lillian like fire in her ice cage.
Yeah, I remember.
There you go.
Alright, yeah, we're in grass, and he trips, and she just looks over and kind of giggles at you.
Hey!
It's okay, I've seen much worse. I've had a guy die out here before.
Oh, cool.
Like outside of did you fall off the wall? Like
No, if you step over here, she like walks like 20 feet. And do any of you follow?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I definitely stay back.
What you two see is that there's just like this one rock like pointing kind of outwards, but there's still like a dry blood stain on it because apparently some guy tripped and fell like side of his skull into the rock and it cracked
Ooh.
open. Well, he didn't.
Oh.
Well, he died for a minute, but then he came back.
Well.
It's okay.
Oh, what?
That blows.
She
I
walked back to
thought
the
someone actually died. Dang it.
the fucking tile. Okay. I don't understand. Oh, you know what? She's still on.
The snap, like, in this area is really weird.
Yeah, I fixed her snap anyway. Do you guys want to converse a little more?
Yo, Quiet Pants, what's your deal?
What deal?
I just kind of sidle up next to them, uncomfortably.
Like, why aren't you talking, like, at all?
Well, I don't really have a reason to talk.
Fair
I'm
enough.
here to do business. I was sent here against my will. Don't have a choice. Don't want to die.
Wait, against our will?
My will.
Oh, okay. Wait, did I have a choice?
No.
I'm gonna think I had a choice.
What's your favorite food, Tiger? What's your character's favorite food?
Spicy dragon rum?
Spicy dragon rum. All right,
I think that's a drink.
that's fine. Ambrosia like looks at you and she like raises a hand and casts a little spell and a spicy dragon rum cake appears in her hand.
Oh, can it appear in the bucket?
No.
Oh.
It's super-
I see the cake and I'm like, oh, we're drinking. So I'm gonna cast spicy dragon rum and take a swig.
She like offers you the piece of cake, Tiger.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, it's some spicy dragon rum cake. A
Oh,
specialty by the Beat and Bar.
Oh, so this is alcohol?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, did you telling me you don't enjoy a good alcoholic beverage?
I don't?
What? How?
Oh, sorry, like, for 170 years I suffered from alcoholism. Gave it up.
Well,
I believe it. We have a lot of alcohol in this city.
Yeah, I know.
aren't we going to a wine place?
It's a city called wine. There's no actual drinking. From what I know, there
Yeah,
isn't even a bar.
Aw, man.
Well, I
No,
think
that's
let's
my-
add a second objective to our quest because that's a grave injustice.
Oh, come on, Guard High. There's too many
I love how
alcoholics as
ironic that
is.
is.
There's no bar or tavern in a city called Wine.
I know, right? It's amazing.
That's great. Love it.
I
This
feel
world's
like
so stupid.
I feel like there should have been a better naming convention. Like
Like
they could
what?
have just
Calling
said it backwards. Like they could have called it rock. Like I feel like anything would be more applicable.
What about 18? That's a pretty good name.
That probably has 18 citizens. So you know.
You calm down over there.
The name of the town just changes every time a new person dies or gets
Welcome
born.
to town 19. 19.5.
Numbers are great.
One lady's pregnant. It's okay.
Yeah, they count.
No, it should be 19 point whatever, like, month she's on.
Oh god. Wait, that doesn't add
Or
up.
thing.
19 and 1/9.
19 and 1/9. Oh,
Yes.
oh no,
Yes.
we have 19 and 2/18ths.
Yes.
Too many.
Yo,
Arbitrarily.
Rob, so
increase the
can you
faction.
cook anything that's not giraffe stew?
Oh, what do you want? I'll dump out the giraffe stew in the bucket just somewhere over here.
Oh no, I'm just interested.
He's already dumped it.
Yeah.
He's already dumped it, and you're just like,
Gives
oh,
you a-
I was just curious.
Oh, I'm not a big eater. I'm just fascinated in the process.
Can I cast mystery meat in this bucket?
Yeah.
I'm just angry at him at the moment. Mystery meat. Oh, I know what that is.
What
I
do
don't
you-
want that in my bucket.
What do you conjure in his bucket?
I would say just like I would say I'm trying to recreate the giraffe stew, but I don't exactly know what a giraffe is, so I'd probably be like bullfrog is like I don't exactly know what I'd create.
God damn that too. All right, it's snake stew.
Ooh. I guess
There's a tail flopped out, by the way, like hanging over. There's just a blood snake like hanging over.
Oh my god, a snake! The infamous 10-legged creature.
What the hell
What?
is in my bucket?
what's that? What snakes have 10 legs?
In Elven territory, I think.
Wait, didn't Track Into the Jungle snakes have legs?
No.
Okay, the jungle snakes.
They're not even
I'm
snakes
sorry.
anymore.
God damn it, Track.
I want
Are they
to
spiders
taste what
now?
just appeared in my bucket.
And by the way, guys, they're making fun of me because I have something called a rack snatcher, and they think it's a spider when it's actually
Okay. No,
It's a spider
no.
leg.
We think it's a snake when it's actually a
right.
spider.
I got it backwards now. I don't.
By the way,
Good job, Dragon.
we should differentiate. Tip Hat thought it was a snake.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean you guys?
No,
I'm the
I
only
blame all
thought.
of you now.
No,
You're
Wow.
guilty with association.
I wanted it to be a lobster.
Can I see how good this thing tastes in my
Oh
bucket?
yeah, go ahead.
I've rolled a 20, so it should be pretty good.
That's actually fantastic. It's better than
it is?
giraffes too.
Oh, he went
You're
up to you.
welcome.
Hey, Ross,
This is
he went up
fantastic.
to you. That, like, guard high guy, like, went up to you. Isn't that, like, a challenge?
Wait a minute, who did that? The skeleton guy or the smoke
Yeah.
guy?
Skeleton guy.
Yeah, the one
guard
you,
high.
the one that beat you up when you didn't cook well.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you know
I just
what?
kind of like
I
middle
don't-
fingered you.
I don't make a remark. I'm just silently impressed.
Oh, are you sulking?
My pride doesn't allow me.
Well, whatever. As long as people enjoy it. I hadn't claimed to be a good chef or anything, so.
I know we are all having a ton of fun out here, but we are also losing daylight. I know it is still morning, but we have a very long journey ahead of us, and we may need to get going if we want to make it in a month.
Understandable.
Have a nice day. Oh, well, we better head out then.
It's high time we roll down.
And
Down.
Alright, I hop in my bucket and levitate my way.
so you hop in the snake stew?
Yeah, it's
I have
warm.
really good boots.
It's warm.
Why
Yeah.
would you ruin a perfectly good vat of stew for that?
He has hiking boots, man. He can jump
Ah,
in whatever he wants to.
But it's still gonna ruin the soup.
All right. So I'm gonna say we all get going, unless you want to make some final remarks. Tiger, do you want to say anything, or?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. So we begin our journey.
Walk, walk, walk.
Oh, I fell out of my soup.
Oh no! So,
Oh, no, it's milk.
What the fuck?
So about 4 days later, we arrive right outside the desert of Morn. Of course, we have to go through it. And, you know, after about a day in there, it's getting really bad. We're getting dust storms, which, Ambrosia's doing her best. She's, what the fuck are you drawing?
A cactus. And it's a desert.
Like, what is that? It's a person.
It's a cactus.
He's dancing.
So she's able to conjure like a weird bubble around you guys that protects you from the sand, but sometimes the little sand leaks in and hits you in the face, which is really
Yeah, if that happens enough times, I'm gonna get knocked out.
What'd you say?
Can 17 be outside the bubble? They love sandstorms.
Sure. So, pretty much you guys are still traveling around. You're currently, I'm gonna put you there because the bubble's only about like a 3x3. She's
Okay.
actually in the center. There you go. And so you guys are about a
No, wait a minute.
day into the desert, day into the sandstorm, pretty much. And I'm gonna say quick break time, and then we can come back to the actual first bit.
Yay.